Good day, everyone. This is Tim, and I hope you're doing well. And I am in Canada, and this is a gorgeous fall day with the seagulls up above looking for their meal, and I'm looking for a meal as well. And I'm pretty excited because here in Vancouver, or Greater Vancouver area, this is Richmond in particular, and believe it or not, the best restaurant in Canada just happens to be here, and I'm pretty excited to give it a try, and I'm grateful that we can try it together. And it gets better because not only is it the Canada's best restaurant, or voted the best, it is a Thai restaurant, so pretty excited about that and really love the Thai food. And I remember the trip in Bangkok where myself and good friend Red and Geet Mao went on an amazing food tour with the fire-kissed noodles and the amazing pad thai and the mango sticky rice. Really delicious. There are lots of great flavors and very humble, and it'll be interesting to experience Thai food fine dining style, and it's right here. It's called Baan Lao, and it's just about to open, and I like to get here a little early because traffic in Vancouver, or Richmond in particular, lots of cars there, and it'll be interesting to put Canada's best restaurant to the test. And I was going through some reviews, some good ones, some bad ones. The good ones, service was amazing, the flavors were wonderful, and the ambiance is second to none. And for some of the negative reviews, the portions are too small. Someone got charged $16 for water, and actually that happened to us in Vegas, and it was a lot more than $16. It's that Fiji water when they ask you if you want water, and they charge you for that, and they bring a fancy bottle. So I think we're gonna put that to the test. And then finally, another comment, pad thai, the noodles tasting like leather, and that is sacrilege. So really grateful that we can test this together and also have a great meal, and also really grateful to Vessi for sponsoring this video. Vessi is a West Coast company that makes amazing waterproof breathable sneakers, and here in Vancouver it does rain a lot, and absolutely essential whether it's for everyday errands or when traveling. They are my go-to sneakers because a sudden rainstorm isn't going to stop your exploratory adventures or your errands as well. And I wanted to show you just how waterproof they are on the river there, but that might be a little dangerous and more importantly a little messy as well. But this spot over here would be perfect with the Courtside Classic and a bottle of water, fully submerged and very drenched, but also completely dry. So no more wet socks here. So give them a try. Those were the Courtside Classic, one of my favorites, and my other favorite is a weekend sneaker, a lot of cushioning. So visit Vessi online, and there you'll find many styles and colors to choose from. And as mentioned, those are my two favorites, the Courtside Classic, the weekend sneaker, and of course, the Soho sneaker. And along with their fantastic footwear, check out their accessories and their apparel as well. From the Shoreline belt bag, which keeps your valuables safe, secure, and dry, to the Overcast jacket that keeps you safe, secure, and dry. And if you happen to miss one of their sales, Vessi was kind enough to offer a promotion. Just visit Vessi online or at the link vessi.com/Tim Lee, and you'll save 15% off your purchase. That again is vessi.com/Tim Lee to save 15% off your purchase. And with that, I see the restaurant opening up, which is perfect timing because I'm getting a little hungry, and I believe we're the first one there. Come on, let's have a great meal together. Oh wow, perfect timing. Hi.
Good evening, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Satya. This looks amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, hi there. Oh yeah, may I get a table? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Nana. All right, so this is pretty gorgeous, and let me show you the room around here. So gorgeous ceilings and chandeliers and the painting, and of course the gorgeous view. So pretty amazing, and it's a cold day, and I see a hot towel coming up.
So I got some lemongrass scented.
Oh, thank you so much.
So
Thank
we
you.
had to get like one more item for the basket.
Okay.
So that's our first course of amuse bush. So just give us one more moment. We'll be right back.
Oh,
here.
please take your time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right.
And also, would you like me to get some still water or St. Pellegrino sparkling water or some alkaline tap water?
Well, whatever water you choose, Satya.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. All right, that's great. Okay, so Sati was kind enough to bring his water, and I let him choose, and here it comes. Thank you so much. Kind of nice to get the warm towel and the water. And Satya was saying a lot of the food is eaten with the hands, so it's nice and clean and pristine. And so is the water. And to a great meal. Oh, that is some high quality H2O. And we'll see if the review is true. Very nice. And now it is time for the meal.
So
Oh,
do you want me
wow.
to talk about it
Oh, I see.
as well? We've given it a hint of salt, so allow me to apply it.
Oh, thank you. So William was kind enough to explain all the dishes here, from the watermelon and the rockfish to the chapu leaf wrap. And this is a water buffalo meatball. Definitely one of the smallest I've seen, but let's give the watermelon a try. Our amuse-bouche number 1. Oh. The watermelon is refreshing, and the rockfish and the salt with the seafood saltiness, very good. And after tier 1, it's time for tier 2. Oh. The flavors are so intense. The herbiness of the chapu leaf and the deep umami punch, it really packs a wallop. And very nice to get the appetite going. And finally, the water buffalo meatball and a spoon made of pineapple. Let's give that a try. Definitely a one biter. Juicy pineapple, meaty meatball, and a little bit of spice with that little bird's eye chili right at the top. Very good. And this is our first course complete. Oh, and a perfect pairing. Oh, thank you. And while we're waiting for the next course, we have a letter from Chef Nacha. And as I'm reading about the dinner, I can hear a wonderful sound by Satya making the delicious cocktail, and here it comes. Oh, hi Satya. I heard that wonderful sound as you were shaking up the cocktail. Thank you.
Usually we have a first cocktail.
Oh, and it is so nice when everything comes together at once with the cocktail, and as Satya says, a little bit of tartness with the lemon and the basil. Oh, and my apologies, no lemon, it is lime, because as Gitmao says, lemon is expensive in Thailand, and this is a chicken dumpling in the form of a chicken. And look at this is so cute, and it's much too pretty to eat. So not only is the filling chicken, but it looks like one too. And the beak is rather dangerous because it is a bird's eye chili again, but let's go for the cocktail first. So nice and chilled. Oh, that is wonderfully refreshing. A bit of basil, a bit of tartness, just the right amount. Oh, absolutely delicious. And carefully, and now we need to try the chicken dumpling with the feather of lettuce. And I heard this was sprayed with garlic oil, but this is a beautiful Thai chicken. Oh, that is delicious gluten-y wrapper with pandan flavors. A little bit gelatiny, beautiful chicken filling, and a very strong spice with that bird's eye chili beak. And I knew it was dangerous, and the only problem with the dumpling is that they needed 2 or 3 or 4, and that spice is really getting to you. So Satya to the rescue. Oh, very nice. Oh, thank you. So going through the comments, it is an elegant atmosphere with the bicycles and the great views and a very intimate space, so a check for that. And the dishes They are small, but I'm going through the menu. There's 13 courses, and that is course number next. Oh, thank you. Oh, and that is absolutely gorgeous. And William was describing all the amazing ingredients here, and I kind of lost track just looking at how pretty it is. And I believe that is a chum salmon roe, a little bit of king crab. And he mentioned that these are a secret curry mix with bell peppers at the bottom. Very tiny, but as the dishes go, they are packing a lot of flavor. Let's give this a try. Very delicately. Oh, and it almost breaks apart. Oh. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautifully sweet Alaskan king crab. And William was right. That curry spice, definitely a secret. Very sweet and very delicious. A well-kept secret indeed. And a bit of bell peppers at the bottom for some freshness. And it gets better because no Thai chili peppers. Very nice. A wonderful two-biter. And the curry paste or the curry sauce is wonderfully intense. A little bit of sweetness, but so much depth of flavor. And that is a perfect excuse for the cocktail. And that is an excuse I'm sticking to. Oh, very nice. And as we wait for our first course, Nane was kind enough to provide a cocktail menu and the wine list. And even though I ordered the cocktail package, she gave me those just as backup. And oh, and I see the next course coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, the smell from the soup is absolutely heavenly. And as Satya was explaining, that is the sockeye salmon that we find abundantly here on the West Coast, but that has been dehydrated as a crumble, and here is Satya rehydrating it. I can't wait to give it a try. And with this beautiful work, I hate to do it, but it's part of the dish. Let's break it up. Oh. All right, so the salmon has rehydrated beautifully. Flavors of the coconut and the galangal, a little bit of herbiness, a little bit of gingery goodness. So flavorful. And of course, the beautiful work of art. Oh. As simple as the dishes look, and maybe they're not looking that simple, but rather very elegant. The flavors are just so intense in the most wonderful way. Cheers. Very good. So a really wonderful soup to continue with the meal. And I'm just going to continue nibbling on the soup and we'll take you back. Very nice. That is so good. Sweet, a little bit of tang, and the coconut flavor. So delicious and a little messy. And until now, I haven't noticed the napkins, even though I'm quite the messy eater. But look at this. It's almost like a napkin you can wear. Okay. Wonderful soup. And we'll wait for the next course. And I was mistaken. This is not the next course. This is an in-betweener. This is a palate cleanser, as they say, and a beautiful cup inside of which is a lemongrass elixir, as they say, and next to it, the pandan leaf. And Nanai was saying best to, this is not for eating, kind of release the aromas and give it a smell. Oh, very nice. And very floral as well. Let's go for the lemongrass elixir. Very cold, and let's give it a try. That is like the best lemon water you'll ever have. It's just a cold drink and it's very subtle, but the pandan and the lemongrass comes through so strongly. It's almost like it's kind of a meal. So even the palate cleansers are pretty intense. Oh, and very enjoyable. That's really good. Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh my goodness, so the first of 3 mains have come, and I know they, as per the comments, they are small, but let's see how the flavors are. The trio of the dreaded red bird's eye chili, but with a bit of caviar. And I like this because their proportion of vegetables are on point, not too much. You still get a little, and a beautiful, large, luscious Hokkaido scallop. Let's give this a try. So a little bit of caviar, a little bit of gold leaf in a row. Cuts beautifully. With that amazing fish sauce. Give that a try. I know they use this term melts in your mouth, but that scallop really does melt in the mouth. Perfectly cooked, nice and translucent, delicate and sweet. And to counteract all this, the bird's eye chili, the caviar gives it a nice pop. Very nice. And what was nice about it is the fish sauce that Nana was explaining, and it's a 2-year fermented sauce that she poured all over the dish, and that would be a perfect accompaniment to the veggies here, beautifully carved, and it's actually too beautiful to eat. So I'll finish this course and we'll take you back to the next one, which is the quintessential pad thai. I can't wait to see what that's like. Cheers. And what a great start to the mains. All the ingredients, very subtle, very fresh, very delicious, but it was that sauce, the fish sauce, very complex, very strong, and those microscopic bird's eye chili, they pack a punch. And I even finished all my veggies to make use of that sauce. And let's see what's next. Oh, thank you. So absolutely wonderful to have everything come at once, a perfect pairing. And this again is much too pretty to eat. And that massive tiger prawns. I remember the great pad thais we had in Thailand, in Bangkok, tip samai, fun to say. And I can see them churning out 3 or 4 pad thais a minute. And while that is fast and furious, this is delicate and elegant with almost music notes. And I can't wait to put one of the comments to the test. Is it like leather? We'll find out. But before that, the cocktail. Cheers. Oh, very unique, but so well balanced. It's hard to describe, but I believe it's the delicate flavors of hibiscus and cordials, and I believe in tradition, with the Thai tradition, galangal as well. So refreshing. But we shouldn't keep the pad thai waiting. Let's dig in. And we need to move the massive shrimp or the prawns. And Nana was mentioning to cut this into cubes and eat it. And that is exactly what we'll do. And the egg lattice barely holds. Oh, a fork and knife pad thai. Oh, cheers. Even though I waited for a bit with a cocktail, You can feel the heat of the noodles burning in a very good way. And I'm not sure if they say the same thing in Thailand, but I guess that is wok hei in the Thai noodles. But the complex flavors, very delicate, but very tangy and savory and well balanced. And I think one of the comments has been wholeheartedly disputed. It's very nice, beautiful textures. It's not shoe leather, that's for sure. And let's go for the shrimp. A bit of seafood. And a bit of pad thai. Paired with a perfectly cooked delicate shrimp and the intense flavor of the pad thai. This is very good, and I would say it is even better than tip samai. Tip samai has the atmosphere. Here you've got the atmosphere or the ambience, and also the great complex flavors with the missing shrimp, or prawn rather. That's very nice. So I'm just gonna finish this off, which is gonna be a very easy task, and I'll take you back for the next course. And this is a perfect pairing. So I really like that pad thai. In fact, I think it's one of the best, if not the best pad thais I've had. I can't even speak. Even in the streets of Bangkok, the wonderful street food like Tip Samai and all the other places, the flavors here, the tanginess, the sweetness, and the savoriness are just in perfect proportion and turned up so high. And the fact that they pack everything in means it holds on to the heat of the wok so that it is nice and hot. And when the heat in terms of temperature and the flavors get too much, a perfect cocktail to the rescue, and Satya saves the day again. And we are nearing the end of the mains with a red curry remaining, and as we wait, we get to see Nana, the tea sommelier, brewing up all wonderful sorts of concoctions. Very fun to see, and what's more fun to see is the next course, which is coming up. Oh, thank you, Satya. That does not look like the red curry. Oh, and this looks like the red curry. Oh.
Final of the mains. It's actually a very special dish. The farm has actually been in her family for over 80 years.
So definitely very nice when the courses comes in pairs, from the beautiful curry to the cocktail, and I believe I'm running behind, and this is a gorgeous whiskey sour with cloves and pineapple and a bit of foam. Oh, that is a full-bodied cocktail. Very refreshing though, but a bit of tartness, a bit of astringency in the best possible way. And I believe the red is the beautiful red wine with the tannins. Very nice. And speaking of red, right in front of us is the red curry with the beautiful grass-fed tenderloin. And speaking of the greenness of grass, this is the greenness of basil crumble. And I believe this is red berry rice, which is a unique rice that developed in 2002, as I've heard. But enough of the history, let's give it a try. And oh, these little things, little coconut pearls. Let's cut into it. Oh, and I'm not sure if this is a steak or a butter knife, but either will do, because it cuts like butter. A little bit of the red curry and the basil crumble and a pearl as well. Oh. That is a deep, fragrant red curry sauce, and you get a beautiful crunch from the basil crumb. And we will make the perfect bite with the red rice berry as a foundation, with the sauce, a little bit more. Very good, just as before. That red berry rice, very unique, very nutty and sticky. Scoop it up. Very unique. And very floral as well. Kind of a refreshing rice. The only problem is, I wish there was more in the best way possible, and we will try the jasmine rice itself with a bit of the red in the form of the curry sauce and the beef. And this is everything all together with the beautiful colors of Christmas. Actually, the dishes keep getting better. Can't even speak. The dishes keep getting better and better. And I think so far, this has been the favorite, but there is dessert to come, and that's always a favorite. So I'll take you back when that comes. And again, I've got a lot of catching up to do, but one sip at a time. Oh, very nice. That was good to the last grain and good to the last drop, and I really enjoyed that. Every dish goes from strength to strength, becoming your favorite, and then lo and behold, your next favorite. And Satya was interesting. He told me to take a big gulp after the intense flavor of the beef, as it's a perfect pairing. But after a few iterations, what looked like to be 3 pieces of beef was in reality only 1, and it was hard to find, but very delicious and very enjoyable. So I believe the mains are done, and next up is the desserts. And thank goodness, with William, thank you for the water. Oh, much needed. And we'll take you back for the desserts. It's delicious. So this is the palate cleanser, and it reminds me of the popsicle and the slushy machines of Southeast Asia with the iconic sound.
To release the popsicle.
Oh, and what a wonderful way to present the palate cleanser. Some lemon sorbet with gratings of lime from William.
Very beautiful.
And here it is, and the palate cleansers are so much fun. Let's give it a try. What a fun way to cleanse the palate. Lemony and limey, if that is a word. Very tart, but I guess it gets the job done. It's really stuck on there. Ooh. There's a reason why it's stuck on there so it doesn't all come out at once. Nothing worse than a palate cleanser headache. Once again, Satya to the rescue. Much better. Oh. And now with the palate cleanser headache gone, dessert is coming. Oh, look at this. But this isn't dessert. This is beautiful. All right, and once again, things come together at the most appropriate time and together with the beautiful, and I've soon to discovered lethal, cocktails from Satya. But these are the desserts, and I am happy to say they look absolutely gorgeous. From the smoked milk ice cream underneath that tuile to the pumpkin spice inspired, because it's autumn. The pumpkin spice, actually, this is the pumpkin, and that's a pandan, and the pumpkin is soaked in pandan syrup. And finally, our last course, as customary to the Thai culture. In case we didn't have enough, another chili, and these are Japanese fruit, the Japanese melon and pineapple. So as per William's suggestion is to go for the smoked ice cream first, but I will ignore his suggestion and we'll go for this, this long stem cocktail. Really beautiful. Cheers to you, and a fantastic meal so far. Oh, and that is really elegant. Very fruity, a little bit sweet for the dessert, but it is strong. So we'll definitely heed William's suggestion. Let's go for the ice cream. A little bit of smoke and a little bit of cold, all together with the almond crumble at the bottom. Oh, wow. Luscious ice cream. If you're here, definitely go for the ice cream because it's not just a wonderful, cold, creamy concoction. It is that luscious smoke that makes all the difference. Oh. That is so good. Go for the beautiful tuile with the smoky ice cream. And this is it's a bit hard to scoop up, but this is the best of both worlds, barbecue and dessert all together. So while I should finish the ice cream, I'm going to save that in case the pepper gets too hot, but we will move on to the pandan and the pumpkin in its crispy form, a little bit of custard, and then this is an egg strand, and it's in one long strand, and I think there's a symbolism for long life. The longer it is, the longer the thread is, the longer life there is. It is very different. This is a dense, sugary pumpkin, a little bit crispy, but soaked in the syrup, and a beautiful pandan mousse or pudding. And this is heavier than you would think. It's not bad, but not the favorite. So far, the favorite is that ice cream. But I think it was intended for the two together, as this is light and this is a bit dense. All together, a perfect match. And it's verified. And before moving on to the fruit, we'll go for Satya's concoction. A nice refresher. And for something healthy, the other dessert, the Japanese melon. I've never had a Japanese melon before. That was the first time, and I don't think that would be the last because it is so juicy and tender and fruity. The essence of a melon. And I can't wait to try something even more healthy, which is the pineapple. And we'll get rid of the decoration. See, very nice. Oh, cheers. Oh, that is super juicy. And it reminded me of the time where Red and Gitmao and I were in the Chinatown area trying something as simple as their pineapple. It's so good. And do I dare go for the bird's eye chili? Because they'll have a bit of that ice cream left, I think we will take the risk. A nice hot red eye or bird eye chili, and I am keeping my eye on the ice cream to get ready. All right, we'll need the ice cream without haste. That is very nice. The heat of the chili and the coolness and smokiness of the ice cream Very delicious, and my apologies, I was just kind of fooling around here. This is actually a traditional Thai dessert. It's kind of like the marzipan, and I think in Portugal it was introduced to Thailand from Portugal as a form of marzipan, but this is made of mung bean, and they colored this as a chili. Definitely not spicy at all, but the ice cream is definitely the winner there. So thank you so much for joining, and this is Baan Lao, and again voted Canada's best restaurant, and it's absolutely a privilege and an honor to get to try all the dishes, and also great to connect with you all, and fantastic people here, from William to Nana and Satya with his beautiful and wonderful and lethal concoctions, which should not go to waste. And I did get the cocktail package, and they have the wine and tea package as well. It is for cocktails and strong cocktails, it is a bit much, but very enjoyable. And the happier you get. So again, thank you so much for joining, and I'm going to finish up this dessert. And I remember before we were going through some of the comments, from the positive to the negative, and while I finish this up, I'll take you back for some final thoughts outside with the comments as well. So without further ado, I'll finish this up and I'll meet you outside. And one more sip for the road. Cheers. That was a fantastic meal, and I certainly need a walk, and it's nice because there is a nice long pier on which we can walk off the dinner and actually share the final thoughts. So going back to the comments, what makes this a great, I guess, Canada's best restaurant? The atmosphere or the ambience, definitely agree. Beautiful space, but more importantly, it was a lot of fun, especially with the palate cleansers. And those popsicle machines remind you of the hot streets of Southeast Asia. And of course, the staff or the service, absolutely exceptional, very attentive, very knowledgeable, and of course, a lot of fun. And of course, the food, bold flavors, strong flavors, very delicious, and I can see why this is one of Canada's, or if it is the best restaurant in Canada, because the flavors are absolutely exceptional. And going through the negative comments, well, the water, that was interesting. I did give it a try throughout the meal. I kept asking for different types of water, from the still to the sparkling, but I couldn't find the Fiji water or the mineral water. But I remember in Vegas, we got stuck with a $50 bill for water. So I'm gonna mark that as plausible. I don't know, but that sounds like something that can happen. And as for the food, with the portions being small, I'm gonna dismiss that, because while the portions are on the small side, there's 13 of them, if not more, and I kind of failed to count. But the flavors are so big. It's kind of like the TARDIS. The flavors, it's bigger on the inside. So really enjoyable there. And finally, the other comment about the pad thai being like leather, or the noodles being like leather, that I've got to dismiss, and that is false, because comparing the pad thais in Thailand, this is absolutely delicious. And if you're here, definitely go for the pad thai. The flavors of savory, sweet, and sour or tangy, it is in the right proportions and very intense and very delicious. And it kind of burns in the best possible way, and those cocktails certainly come to the rescue, but there were a lot of it, and they were strong, and I'm definitely feeling it. So again, thank you so much for joining this little adventure for what is Canada's best restaurant, and I can see why. The flavors are exceptional and very unique. So until we see each other again, I hope you're keeping well, I hope you're eating well, and I hope you're traveling well. Take care of each other, and God bless. Bye-bye for now. Just need to continue on with the walk. Oh, barbecue.